with aromacup.com. Thank you guys so much for joining me, as always, in my virtual coffee shop brought to you by aromacup.com. Today, I'm going to be giving you a little overview and review of one of my favorite accessories for my at-home coffee shop, and that is the Nespresso Aeroccino 3. This is the brand new Aeroccino from Espresso, and I'm really liking this unit. So let's go ahead and dive in, and I'll show you guys how it works and some of the great new features on it. All right, so the Aeroccino 3, as compared to its predecessor, which was the Aeroccino Plus, is, I think, a lot more stylized and definitely very classy looking. And it's not that the previous unit wasn't, but I really like the look of this one. It's a little bit taller, and it doesn't have the big plastic handle on the side. It's got a real nice finish on the outside, nice texturized finish. And one of the things you're going to notice is that the base is a little bit different for this unit. Where the Aeroccino Plus had just a very simple circular base, this one has a power switch on it now, so you can actually just turn this off and leave the Aeroccino on top of it on your countertop or anything like that. The other thing that the base now has is a little storage slot for the whisk that you're not currently using. So of course, that brings me into the next thing that's a little bit different is the whisks in each of these units. The whisk for whisking up more froth and foam is definitely very much the same as the previous one, but a little easier to grab. Each of these has a nice handle on the top and a little more stylized. And our whisk for making just regular hot milk with a little less foam is, again, I think a little more effective now, a little more efficient. So the whisks, while very similar to the previous unit, are, I think, definitely improved in all the ways that they really should be. Operation is still very much the same, really easy to use. On the inside of the unit, we have these max fill lines. The max fill line has a picture which matches up with the type of whisk which you want to use to make the type of milk that you're looking to do. So if you want to do lots of froth like you would do for a cappuccino, or if you just like a lot of froth foam with your coffee drink, you want to make use of your first whisk with an actual whisk on the outer edge, and of course match it up with the max fill line inside the unit. If you want to do the hot milk or just regular hot milk, match it up with the top max fill line. Now, that's the other thing I should mention before I go ahead and make some milk with this, is that you don't only have to do hot milk, you can do cold milk too, which is really awesome. In the case of the operation for cold milk, all you need to do, hold the button on the front down for 2 seconds, it'll glow blue, and then the heating coil inside the unit won't be active, but it'll still froth up your milk and give you some nice cold milk for an iced coffee drink or something like that. So, I talk a lot, I know, but let me go ahead and show you what you're really here for, right? And that is to find out how we can make some froth milk here. So I'm going to go ahead and just take some milk, and I'm going to first put in the whisk that I want to make use of. It's really easy to do. Just take your whisk and attach it to the little nub that's on the inside of the unit. The nub has a magnet in it, and so your whisk will stay right on top of that nub. You see, it's not coming out. And it's not going to move, and that, of course, works in action with the motor inside the unit to froth up your milk. So now we just need to take our milk and go ahead and add up to the max fill line. Make sure we get that about right. I think I'm right on the line, not too bad. All right, you don't want to go above the line if at all possible, because if you do that, you'll notice that the unit won't exactly froth the milk properly. If you go below, same thing, won't froth it properly. Put your lid on the top, which is nice and sealed with a rubber seal around the side, so you're not going to have milk flying everywhere, steam or anything like that. And now all we have to do is, of course, make sure that our base is turned on, which we can see there's a little green light on the front of the base. And then we're going to go ahead and just press the button once. And there you go. It's doing its job. And I wish I could tell you that you would know it was working by the sound, but you can't hear it. But I assure you, it is actually spinning. You know it's working because of the red light that's active on the front of the unit, but you can't hear it. I mean, I'll put my mic up to it. I don't think you can't hear it. You can't hear anything, which is awesome. So it's super quiet. This is great for if you need to get up in the morning before everybody else and you want to make yourself a nice espresso coffee drink of some kind or something like that. You don't want to wake everyone in the house up. Tie this together with a nice single serve espresso coffee machine and you're ready to go in the morning. You don't have to think about this. And you see how easy this is. Frothing milk, it usually takes putting milk into a metal container and using a steaming wand and all these kind of things, burning yourself more than likely. I have my own fair share of burns on my hands from my coffee shop time from using steaming wands, and it's just not very ideal. This unit is really, really fast and easy to use. And you see, it froths up the milk in literally just about a minute or less. It's already done doing its job. And so now we're just going to go ahead and open this lid up, and I'll show you already how much froth we've got. You can see right there, ready to go, which is awesome. So now I like to take a spoon and just hold back my foam a little bit, pour out my hot milk, and then I can spoon out my froth. And this is the great thing, guys. This is what I love about this unit. Like, I'm filling up this cup with froth right now, and I still have a bunch inside of the Aeroccino. So how awesome is that? That's something that is really, really cool about this unit. Again, its heating coil is incredibly effective. It makes all this froth foam. It's super quiet. You're not going to burn yourself, and it's really, really easy to use. Cleanup is also really, really simple. Just run it under some water. Don't put it in the dishwasher though, because there are electric bits on the bottom down here that interface with the base. And if you do that, put it in the dishwasher, you're going to fry it. You don't want to do that. Remember, Brian says, take care of your at-home coffee accessories, guys, and they'll last you for a whole long time. So there you go. There's a little overview of Nespresso Aeroccino 3, one of my favorite units. And pick one up. I think it's really, really useful. Thanks so much for checking out my overview of the Nespresso Aeroccino 3, guys, brought to you as always by aromacup.com. Check out aromacup.com where you can find out some more great reviews of units like the Aeroccino, recipes that you can make using the Aeroccino, and great single-serve coffee machines. That's what we do at aromacup.com. We help you to demystify the world of single-serve coffee making. I'm Brian. Thank you guys for joining me. And as always, enjoy your cup, and I'll see you next time. aromacup.com. Thank you guys so much for joining me, as always, in my virtual coffee shop brought to you by aromacup.com. Today, I'm going to be giving you a little overview and review of one of my favorite accessories for my at-home coffee shop, and that is the Nespresso Aeroccino 3. This is the brand new Aeroccino from Espresso, and I'm really, really liking this unit. So let's go ahead and dive in, and I'll show you guys how it works and some of the great new features on it. All right, so the Aeroccino 3, as compared to its predecessor, which was the Aeroccino Plus, is, I think, a lot more stylized and definitely very classy looking. And it's not that the previous unit wasn't, but really like the look of this one.